Hello, welcome to B.T.F.O, or Brief Thoughts for Others. Today I'm going to talk about Miller's Girl. This is a 2024 film that I ended up seeing. Again, this was another one of those weird. I haven't heard anything about the film. But I happened to see it on the movie app, and I think this one as well also just went to West Jordan, just like the March King's daughter. But I know I had to go out there to go see it, and without getting into spoilers, would I recommend this? Absolutely not. Just believe me, you're better off watching just about anything else. And so now I'm gonna go into spoilers. So this film is, to me, it's almost one of the worst things that a movie could possibly be. I suppose it's not. It doesn't shatter Earth and time, or space and time, but what Miller's Girl is it's the first time in my life that I've seen something that I've gone, yep, that's pornography, but it's not, there's no nudity, and so it's really weird. It's like my prime go-to example right now of understanding. I think that's the Supreme Court's stance on their definition of pornography is I know it when I see it, and I think this is a prime example of that, because my god, this is it's an extremely horny film from start to finish, and at the same time, whoever wrote it, they definitely thought that this would be very important and that they did a very good job on this, and it's extremely pretentious, which is really annoying, because I'm sorry, but when the fucking, when your fucking second act climax is having fucking Bilbo and Wednesday, fucking shouting through a narration, cum, jizz, cunt, any other manner of vulgar words, all while Bilbo sits there and jacks one off, yeah, I'm sorry, but no, I don't care how good you thought that was. That's fucking cringe. It's so fucking dumb. But so basically the story is really thin. Basically, Jenna Ortega plays this girl who makes sure to tell us in the opening narration that I'm 18 in high school, and my parents leave me all alone. But she goes and she takes this professor's class, which is weird because they almost act as though Bilbo's a new teacher, but he's not. He's been there for quite a while. But basically, her friend kind of eggs her on into being oh, wouldn't it be so freaking hot if we got with our older teachers? Oh yeah. That's god, this is fucking, because the whole script is written as though they were trying to write it with one hand, and meanwhile they were also flipping through a thesaurus between writing, because they only had the one hand available, clearly. But it's so very annoying, to listen to going throughout the film. It's genuinely hard to get through how half the lines they're all very much delivered in a way that's like people are like moaning through all their lines pretty much. Or at least it feels that way with like what they're talking about and the content of their sentences. But so basically, Jenna Ortega decides that it would be a really good idea to try and hook up with Bilbo. And throughout the film, Bilbo's like, "Oh yeah, like you're really good at writing," and like that's about it. And then she like dreams up this fantasy where Bilbo comes and kisses her. Which it's kind of unclear later in the film if they want the kiss to be real, but nothing else. Because she ends up getting Bilbo fired because Bilbo, he rejects her final paper because her final paper is her basically like writing out her sexual fantasy of getting with him. And so he's like, yeah, no, I can't accept this, you weird fucking pervert. Please don't ever write anything like this ever again. And then for some reason he gets fired because the school's like, well, you showed her preferential treatment, so like, you know, and they ask him like, oh, did anything happen between you two? And he's like, no, like, they're like, oh, well, like, we're gonna have to put you, like, under review. That to me was really stupid, because it's like, she doesn't have any remote proof that anything happened, and it seems really weird, and, like, especially the fact that, because it's like, anytime that she's gonna claim, oh, yeah, like, we hooked up, it's like, no, Bilbo has an alibi for where he was, like, you know, like, that's not really how this would work, like, but and the film also tries to do the weird thing of, they have Jenna Ortega play the, like, oh, I'm the nerdy shy girl, like, I can't find a boyfriend. I was like, bull fucking shit, like, God damn it, I thought we were done with this. I thought we agreed in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s that it was really cringe to cast supermodels as, like, I'm, like, the girl that no one wants to get with. It's like, no, that's not the case. Like, and it's really weird because her friend character, she's played by an actress that could probably pull that off as, like, no, you're not ugly, but you're also not, like, a supermodel. And so it feels really weird that her friend is the one that's like, oh, yeah, I get with guys all the time. And then Jenna Ortega's the one that's like, oh, I can't find a boyfriend. It's like, why are we doing that? Like, that's fucking stupid. But, yeah, basically, I would not recommend this film at all. This is, like, it's uncomfortable, but not in the way that the filmmaker would have you believe. Because, like, I'm sure the filmmaker is like, oh, yeah, we're going into all these uncomfortable topics. And for me, it's like, no, it's really uncomfortable to, like, it feels like I'm listening to you masturbate for 2 hours. And, like, that's really uncomfortable for me. And not really any of the topics in the film, because those are all things that have been handled on, like, Lifetime movies forever. But, yeah, it's a really bad film. I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, that's about it for my brief thoughts. Thanks for watching if you've gotten this far, and bye-bye.